Hello, Countsake here, back with another Minecraft video. It's been a while since I've done a redstone video, actually. So I might as well do one. And today I have another 3x3 vault, quote-unquote, lampless door, and seamless. It's a vault door, so let me just show you what it looks like. As you can see, there's a lamp in the middle, and if you go on the other side, it's also seamless. Let me add a little door frame here so it'll be easier to see the vault. There you go, vault door. Oh yeah, it does take a while for it. It does take a while for it to be seamless again. To be lampless, I should actually say. But it's quite a bit worth it, I guess. And what's better is it has both sides. It's all in one. But yeah, it was made by me. Yeah, skull belongs to me. So yeah, I'll be explaining this, and I'll also be doing a tutorial on it. And let me just show you the dimensions. It's 3 wide by 10 long by 10 tall, which volume is 300. There you go. And yeah, let me show you the items you need for them. My mouse, my mouse is going to be disconnecting a lot because this mouse I've been using it for quite a long time, and it's going to be starting to just randomly disconnect, and then I would have to reconnect it again. So yeah, let me just show you the items. These are the items you need. Yeah, it's manageable. It's pretty simple. The only thing I don't is the sticky pistons. That's the only thing that's quite a bit. So let's just get into the tutorial. Oh, what the heck? Hi. Hi, Lucid. I'm on the Synergy server, by the way. Sorry. Okay, okay, yeah, you're gonna need a 3x10 area, and I'll show you how to build the setup. And let me just build the door frame first, because obviously that's probably where you're gonna build it from. So yeah, this is your door frame. Now, I'm gonna put a double extender on the side, like right there, and 2 sticky pistons on either side of that. Then what you're gonna want to do is go on the side. You're gonna have to do like this. This is the reason why it's 3 wide, because either way it wouldn't be a vault door if it wasn't 3 wide. Also, it wouldn't be seamless if it wasn't 3 wide. So many times I'm saying 3 wide. And just do the same thing on the other side with the sticky pistons, like so. Maybe I should slow down. Yeah, I should probably slow down. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. Yeah. Okay, I'll just fill that in. Because honestly, I don't need to do that thing where I speed up while building the door frame. The rest of the door frame out. Okay, so now on the top, all you just want to do is place 1 row of 3 sticky pistons, like so. Just along the middle one, that's it. Okay, I'll fill that in. Okay, I don't need that anymore. So now to make this thing lampless, quote unquote, what you're going to do is place a lamp on the bottom like that, and then 2 normal pistons like so. It has to be next to this block right here. So there you go. On the other side, you're going to want to do is place somewhere between these 2 pistons, place this normal piston, then a block behind this one, you're going to place another a normal piston. Okay, on the top, what you're going to want to do is put 3 blocks above that sticky piston I showed you. Normal piston, I should say. Oh, sorry. That normal piston, I should say. Then place a redstone block over there. And do the same thing on the other side, pretty much. Except this. Well, you don't need to actually have it like this. You can actually do it like this at first, but I just do that. And that's your whole entire setup. Yeah, that's all to make it lampless. Okay, so now let's actually get into the closing circuit, or part of the, just pretty much the door. Because this whole entire door needs other parts to function. Like, yeah. So, we're going to start off by placing a block on this side with redstone. Make sure it's on the middle of these pistons. This block has to be aligned with these. Now, if you actually power this right now, it already does the side pistons right away, so that part was knocked out pretty quickly. And then what you want to do is place a block right there. Now if you power this again, what this already does is, well, you know what, I'll just do it. I'll do the explaining in the end. So yeah, because not everybody wants to have an explanation. So yeah, yeah, that's where your input is. An easy input for this is going to be off to the side like this. Can't be like here, can't be right there, but you could, but you just have to use a slab. But I'll get into the reason why. So, put the lever there for now. What you're going to do is going to place two blocks like that with 2 redstone. That should, well, it's going to power this, obviously. And then go down here to power this piston when it's extended. And that's what brings the lamp into the middle. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is this. Place a block. Place that like so. Go down and, well, actually, this is going to be your Cayenne circuit. I'll explain what the circuits are. This, you're going to need a redstone, then on the other side place a block with a repeater on top. Okay, then what you're going to want to do is place another block on the face of that repeater, and then place torches on those sides, and place a block right here and torch. It doesn't matter if that. It doesn't matter. You can leave it for now. But then what you're going to want to do is you're going to place a block right there with torch on top. Now what you're going to do is place a block, then blocks like so, and then place a repeater, then a torch, and then a block. Okay, then after that, what you're going to do is torch off to the side, a redstone, yeah, redstone. Yeah, redstone. Okay, then a torch with a repeater facing into a sticky piston facing upward, and then just build blocks like so. Redstone on here, and then a repeater right there. Now, to actually fix this, I'm pretty sure you should have at least a torch. All you need to do is place a torch, and that powers this block, and then it should do that. Why didn't it work? Oh, maybe I need to do it again. I'll probably fix this. Huh. That should work. Huh. Strange. Oh. Okay, this has to be 2 ticks. My bad. Okay, so now it should work. There you go. Okay, now let's get into the upper part of this. This is where you're going to need your first cauldron. So, what you want to do is place, next to this input block, you're going to want to do is place a sticky piston with a cauldron with water inside of it. Be sure not to shift. And you're also going to need your comparators. Okay, then you're going to do is place a block like so, right next to the cauldron, then a comparator in that direction with stuff like so. Then place a block right there with a repeater on blocks, yeah. And then a block right there. Redstone, blocks right there. More redstone. Then a block right there, there, and there. Place redstone like so. Okay, now what you're going to do is, place a torch right there with a sticky piston and a cauldron. You don't need the cauldron anymore. And then a water bucket. Fill it up with the water. And then what you're going to want to do is place a comparator on top of this block. Since this block isn't solid, it's not gonna. Since the cauldron is not solid, it's not gonna really power this. But either way, if this was extended, it would still give a signal to this. But it won't really do anything bad with it. Okay, so now what you're going to then just place a block in front of the comparator and then onto the side you're going to place a dropper. Whoops. With a hopper, and then place an item into the dropper. And then place a slab, if I can place it, a slab like so. Then a comparator to a block, another half slab, and that goes into a block, and then down into a slab, into a block. We're almost done. Ah, there goes my mouse. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is place a sticky piston next to this normal piston. Then place a redstone block right there. Then another block right there. A four tick repeater right there. Then a block right there. Another block right there. And another block right there with redstone like so. I think that should be it. So that's it. Perfect. And let's see the opening. Yep, there you go. So yeah, let me get into the explanation. Okay. Let me explain what the circuit, what these wool do. Basically, the blue circuit is more of like the input circuit. Although I think I should actually change this to be a yellow, but this block right here should be yellow because it powers these. But I already put it as blue and I don't really want to change it already. I don't want to change it, so. But yeah, the blue circuit is the input. As you might notice that it kind of leads into everything. Okay, the yellow circuit is pretty much everything, every other part of the door that makes up the vault. that makes it look like a vault door. It's basically this little outer part, the outer parts of the door. Although like I said, I should have made this a yellow wool because it powers all these pistons. So yeah. Now that cayenne wool is your little double extender for the lamp. It's just that the cayenne circuit is used to power this part of this outer part. So I don't think it, but it also leads into the finishing of the final retraction of the block right here to go here. So so I just decided to keep, so it's just best to keep it as a cayenne block. So yeah. Your purple circuit is basically just the thing what push everything back. So like this redstone block would be over here, but then but then what the purple circuit does is push it back, and same thing with this one, except it pushes the lamp back. That's pretty much what the circuits do. So now let me explain. So when I flick this lever, the first thing that happens is that the redstone behind this block gets powered, and since it is just a normal dot like this, and a dot, it is able to power both sides, like every side, like so. So it's able to power all 3 rows and on both sides. And you might notice that it's kind of delayed on the bottom one, and that is because these require updates. Oh, there goes my mouse. It requires updates. So then it actually, what this does is it powers these top 2 pistons, but then when these move, this updates and moves, and that's pretty much how that works. Now, another thing that happens is that this gets powered and goes down here and here. So what happened? It goes down here into this block. So what happens here is that this pushes, and then this pushes into this spot. But since this redstone is powering this block, it pushes all the lamp all the way into the center. And then about a tick from this one redstone repeater tick, it powers this block, making it extend upward. Let me actually just... nah. This extends upward, and then this powers this block, which then actually makes this extend. Because I noticed that with just why I didn't just do another, why I didn't just have it lead straight from redstone into this block is because apparently sometimes this torch doesn't power the bottom one, which I remember it always used to, but now I have to change that, and I had to put this block here so that this can extend upward. So then after that happens, this gets powered, which goes into this, and since this is already extended upward, this torch turns on and then extends out the lamp like so. Okay, so then, oh yes, then this also turns off, but then this turns off, and this turns on, and this turns on. Oh yeah, and this turns on. So basically what happens is this extends, this bottom piston extends, and this bottom piston extends. Then when this powers on, this piston also extends, and then this turns off and this turns off. This retracts. We're still on when you flick this lever. So when the lever is flicked down. Okay, that's pretty much all it is for the bottom. It's not really a problem that this powers the signal. It just doesn't really matter, because either way, the first thing that happens is that these pistons extend, and it would prevent this from pushing the stuff back. And remember, it's still, the lever is going to be still on, so it would be like this. So no matter how much you try to push this back, like if I power it right now, it's not going to do anything. The only thing it really would do is do this, but honestly, that doesn't matter. Okay, now let's okay, keep in mind, this is still flicked. So what happens now is that this let me resume back over to this point. So this goes up. The comparator picks up that there's water inside of this cauldron, so it gives out a signal to this redstone, which turns off this torch. This retracts, this turns off, then this turns on, then powers this redstone, and it powers the top two pistons of this. So yeah, and that pretty much the whole entire door is now closed. Now let's just show you that. Oh, I forgot to explain something, my bad. When you flick this lever, it also powers this piston. But since this redstone is here, it powers this block. So then it ends up powering this too. So now that the redstone block is in place. So when this powers the redstone block gets pushed downward. So when the lamp is in place, it gets turned on. And let's just power that. Okay, so that's pretty much how that works. Now, let's see that in action. There you go. Now for the opening. So let me just close it again. So now the first thing that happens is, like I said, everything turns off, these all retract, this turns off, this retracts, this turns off. This stays retracted because this torch is on, then this turns off, then this turns on, and then this turns off. This turns off, this retracts. This turns off, this retracts. This turns off. And then this little top part retracts into the floor level at this height. But then this torch also turns on, which then this turns on, turning this off too. And then what happens is that this retracts, and this piston also retracts. So now it's just like a normal double extender. So it went like this to this. And then what this does is this turns on, extends, a little signal here, and then it gives out a 1-tick pulse to retract that lamp into the floor. Okay, let's get up to the top. So the redstone in here turns off. Both of these rows turn off or retract. This sticky piston also retracts. The cauldron, so since there's air, this cauldron will know that since there's no cauldron in this place, behind this comparator, it will turn off, then this turns off, this turns off, this retracts, these retract, along with the redstone block, this retracts, and then this turns on, this extends, this powers this comparator, powering this dropper, but then the item goes into here, and then it powers this block, which then powers this redstone here. And since this gives out enough for a signal strength of 3 to 1 of 3, so it only goes up 3 wires. This powers, and since this is all there, well, the reason why this is a slab, because sometimes this normal piston may extend before the back one, but we need the back one to extend first. So what happens is that this back piston extends, then this normal piston would be pushed here, but since this redstone is powering this block and this one pushed it up, it's already given an update and it extends, and the redstone block will now be back in place over here. And what happens is that this block is actually updating this, but when this extends, this sticky piston gets updated and pushes down, and then after 4 repeater ticks, this turns on. And remember that this is off because this torch is also off. It then powers this block, and then powers this sticky piston, normal piston, then goes and powers the normal piston right here, which pushes the lamp back. That's pretty much everything I can say about that, and that's how it looks like. Yeah, that is a lot of stuff to explain. Okay, so this is, let me just show you the circuit in action, the bottom circuit. That's how it looks like. And let's power this circuit, which powers pretty much everything except, and let's track that. Now let's power this part here. As you can see, it powers everything else. And then if I power this, oops. Oh, my bad. Okay, let's. Okay, this should be here. Maybe I broke something. Yep, I probably did. So let's fix this. Okay, yeah, there's nothing there, so yeah, that's everything else. This redstone block would actually be over here, and yeah, and that's pretty much what everything else does. Yeah, let's power the whole entire thing now. Huh. Strange, it didn't do anything. Oh, my bad. I need to fill this back up. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much it for this door. I hope you guys like it. I actually hope to get it a little bit smaller, maybe if I can, that is. But I hope to get it a little bit smaller, and well, yeah. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.